So hey, how's it going?
Good.
Nice.
Thank you for having me.
What's your name?
I'm Xareni. I go by GotIm0.
Nice. How'd you come up with your name?
That's back when I was like 14, I was going through like the emo phase.
Okay.
And like I also hanged out with a bunch of goth kids, but I didn't feel like I fit in. So I was like, am I a goth? Am I an emo? I'm just combine it. And made GotIm0. And I just had like a sense of individuality, and I think that stuck out over the years as I grew up as well.
Nice. That's awesome. With that being said, I guess you probably like a lot of good music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite bands?
I have too many. I'd say I like the Growlers. I like a variety of genres. I can go from either dark wave, post punk, or like cumbias or Ethiopian jazz.
Oh, that's pretty
anything.
Cool. That's a little different. I like that. Are you a Vegas local?
Yes, I was born here and I grew up and been here ever since.
Nice. Is there any like local shops that you like or that you support or anything like that?
I do like the Oddity shop at the Arts District. I like
okay. I just found out about that one recently. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it there. I like to go bar hopping mostly than anything.
Have you ever been to like Cash for Chaos or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I love Cash for Chaos.
I love there. Yeah, I just got a pair of
cool.
creepers from there. So.
Oh nice. Yeah, like there. Zia Records too.
Zia Records is one of my favorite shops ever. So.
Nice. Yeah, I love it there. It's so cool.
So you're really into like pop culture and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like if I'm not like reading, I'll be going out or just listening to music of all kinds, go to concerts. I used to play music myself, and like I used to be heavily involved in the punk scene out here.
Oh, that's what's
up. Then like about like a year ago, I just kind of retired and just been focusing on art.
Okay. How did you start getting into art? Let's start at that.
Well, for sure, since I was little. I've always like started off drawing like little fairies that would dispense with a tattoo machine and like just try to copy them and trace them. After that, I started to go to school. I went to CSN, got my art associates in fine arts, and was trying to aim to be like an oil painter, but do portraits. And I was fairly good for it. Got commissions off of a wealthy man and like just others as well. But then it died out, the drive to do it. And then one day hanging out with some friends at a skate park, I was like, I want to take a break from just doing all of that, and did like a little doodle. And I just remember that like I found it such like so much joy in doing that. And from there I just started to continue doing another doodle and another, and then ended up being the art style that I do now.
Okay, see that I like to hear about that. That's awesome. So you just grew into your creative personality.
Yeah. Okay. Like at that time I was in college, and actually no, I graduated college, was trying to figure out like what to do art style wise, because in the oil painting field, I suppose.
Did you just feel like more strict, or like more like you had to follow certain type of rules?
Yeah, for sure. I had to go by to what the client wanted, specifically like specific portraits, specific colors, and I had no creative freedom. And once I stopped taking their commissions and like just doing what I wanted freely, and like ever since then, I haven't even taken a commission myself.
That's something my father talked about with his airbrushing. He said that he kept feeling like he hit a road because he had to do something that other people wanted, not something he liked.
Yeah, like it was going well money wise as well, but
you're driving your brain.
Yeah, so I had no creativity. I felt like I was not an individual artist, and now I feel immensely happy with my current choice.
So finding individuality made you feel free?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about CSN. Did that help you out a lot with your art and expanding your capabilities?
And skill wise, yes. Like even though I have the art associates, it didn't open up a lot of like career choices, but it definitely enhanced the skills. For instance, I enjoyed a lot of life art. A lot of models would come in, all shapes and sizes, and just vigorously practicing the human form that translated easily to my illustrations. And for instance, color theory, that was a huge help. I remember my professor at that time, he would give like little sheets of color from like Home Depot, and be like, okay, try to make a replica of this color as closely as possible.
Oh, that's pretty
and
cool.
It was just very intense, but very I felt like more like a blessing.
Challenging?
Yeah, very challenging, but like it was just so enriching in knowledge. Like I would love to do that again if I could.
Okay. Where do you feel like you are right now with your art?
Well, right now I feel happy. It's a lot calmer. I go at my own pace. I don't have to follow deadlines, so it's a little slower. But at least like I call the shots and like how I want it to go, how I want it to look. If I want to like sell stuff, I can. If I want to take a break, I can. So I feel at least like the momentum of how like the business goes. It's at least it caters to what my needs are. And as an individual artist, like I feel like I just have a very unique voice in it and feel just my authentic self.
So what is your new medium that you use for your art?
And now it's a mixed media. So I use a variety of stuff. I use watercolor, color pencil, gouache, soft pastels and inks, and just anything that would create like a good effect, or anything that I just want to execute with exactly.
What is gouache?
Yeah, I was curious about that
So
too.
gouache is like in between acrylic and watercolor. So how you use it is that if you want to paint with it with a dry brush, it will give like a solid matted color and will dry quickly like acrylic. But if you want to say you don't want to use the color right now, and then the next day you want to use it again, you can reactivate it with water like a watercolor.
I thought of something really funny when you said like the word gouache. If you put it on the screen, like gouache, and then like the definition of it was, so like people. Yeah, I thought that would be funny.
I love that. By all
Right?
means.
Like I
Where'd
just
you
like
use that? Where'd you learn that?
yeah.
Gouache, from college as well.
Yeah.
A professor was like, okay, like a different one. He was like, I want you to like get all of these materials, and I thought, wow, that's expensive. That's a lot of different materials you want us to get. But he wanted us to try all kinds as much as possible and just experiment more than anything. And gouache was definitely one of them, and I loved it.
Nice. What are you working on now, or?
So I just finished like an original piece last week, and at the moment just uploading my website. It's empty for some time, so I was like, okay, I got some new stickers, new prints, and pieces, and just having that hopefully open for the weekend.
Nice. How did you come to find Graffiti Park?
Through a friend. He's been a part of the Graffiti Park project. His name is Saeed, and he's been trying to get me into it for a while, but I don't know why. I just never gave it a chance until one day I thought I'd take up on his offer, and I ended up really liking the project a lot. And a mural with like one of the schools that they did, Snyder
Nice.
Elementary, and I hope I get the chance to do another one again. It was very fun, very enriching experience.
Yes. How was it coming on? Like, did you feel comfortable? Like, did people make you feel comfortable in the atmosphere and stuff like that?
Absolutely, yeah. The first day, I mean, I met up with Saeed, and he was there briefly, tried to give me some tips on like how to use the can, but then he went to go do his own thing, and I'm there staring at the wall. I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna execute this? And others around me saw that I was having like a tough time a bit, and they also like helped me out how to go about like sizing things from like paper to a mural, and also helping me on like techniques on like using the cans. And they were just so welcoming and very warm. They were very friendly, inviting. So like even if I made mistakes, like they weren't judgmental. Like I absolutely love the atmosphere that they gave.
Did you feel like you had like enough time, or did you do too much? Did you feel like you had to?
I felt like it was a good amount because I started from the moment that like we started, up till like the last hour of the third day. So
I feel that.
I was like, oh, I did a little too much, but not to the point that like it was too much as well.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, I think it was great.
Have you used spray paint before or after now?
No, no, like I never used a spray can, but I did take like a spray paint 101 class that they offered here.
Okay.
And it was like a few days before the project was gonna start. I'm like, I think I should go.
That's awesome.
So I went.
Was that a good experience?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was taking notes, and then afterwards, I believe Black was giving the class, and I was just asking him so many questions. And I love that like we had the chance to practice on like a wooden panel as well. And even afterwards, I don't think I did anything after that. No, I just kind of like put away the spray cans. I'm like, all right, till next time.
Yeah, it's a little different, I feel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so, what does Graffiti Park mean to you, and like, what do you see it growing into?
Honestly, I see it growing into something. It's hard to explain because like it's not a studio, but it's not just an organization that's like trying to be strict on like what they're looking for, and it's not like business driven. Like they do encourage like beginners to like give it a try. They encourage to step out of your comfort zone, and they're very friendly and have like give you the space to like be yourself. And yeah, it's hard to put into words, but I just feel very welcoming and just like feel like I want to support it in any way I can too.
I love that. That's amazing. I completely agree with you. The Daniels, they're awesome.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Is there any school projects coming up, Daniel?
Not that it's worth mentioning in here. Yeah, by the time this comes out,
I was just curious. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Not much I'm talking about, no. I mean, I have stuff that I could show, but and I think you kind of touched all the areas that.
Nice.
What'd you bring with you in the book?
So I just thought like I brought like my sketchbook to like give a little tour of like my behind the scenes type of sketches and stuff.
We can talk about that. I love that.
I also got like a couple like full on pieces and like prints and stickers to like promote for like the weekend as well. They'll be available. So here, I don't know how I would go about this though. Do I like put it like?
The best thing that we could do is if you want to just show it up to up to this camera here, and then that one will just kind of show the through and throughs.
All right, so hopefully it's not too close up. I don't know how this will go.
Oh, that's pretty. So how do you like come up with this?
So here, like I'll either see something in particular, like I saw a can of Modelos on a table, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just add on to that. And then, or like I think of a particular like pose, or I saw someone with a unique type of hair, and just cartoonize it. Let's see. Sometimes I'll do like just some unfinished scenery, like on a bus.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That looks like a bus.
Or I'll just do something random that like it's on the top of my head, but like never executed as a final piece. Or practice line work too. Let's see what else here. Take too long.
Oh, you're okay.
Or sometimes like I'll study like color theory as well, or my own color theory. I mostly get a lot of references from like the sunsets out here, the sunrises. They're just so beautiful, and I play around with like all kinds of colors.
Yeah, we always have like that pink and orange sunsets. They can change really nice, and then there'll be like so a cool purple. I love them here.
Yeah, I would say that in my artwork, a lot of like sunsets colors show, a lot of neon lights, fluorescent colors from here in Vegas.
I love that idea of like the neon signs. So.
I'll definitely show how they look like in the finished pieces. And yeah, like sometimes like I'll do like a sketch and then I'll do like a sticker out of it. So sometimes like I'll do something, come back to it, and then like polish it up, or like practice on like letters, so like some random stuff.
That's really cool.
Oh, thank you. This one like I was practicing like a leather texture.
So was this the page you used to work on that?
Yeah, like for instance, I was practicing like skin color, and I was practicing like how the shadows would go. I don't do my shadows like that anymore, but yeah, like a lot of experimentation through here. Let's see another one.
And how much do you draw on something like that before you show it to the world, or before you try and do?
Well, sometimes like I'll draw here, or sometimes I'll just get a page and just start drawing the original piece like on the spot.
Because I'll say like that's really amazing with like the shoulder ruffles.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Or sometimes I just don't like it.
I can understand that 100%.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to. Or like I'll do like little thumbnails like this. Practice more in colors.
I really like those too. It's really cool.
Thank
Like
you.
cartoon work.
Yeah, it's like
Little like.
I do like anime, but it's not exactly anime either. I do like a lot of cartoon styles or illustrations. Here's like practicing some like light work.
That is super cool.
Oh, thank you.
Like that's really awesome.
Thank you.
You should definitely show that more to the camera on that one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Some of your like, I could definitely, you and Black has a lot of like perspective on things like this, so I get it. Like I see where you're coming from, and I've watched him do a lot of art.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
But
artist.
I see where like, so with Black, I've noticed he'll start from like the background and then he'll move his way forward, right?
Yeah.
With something like this, you're having background, foreground. So how would you start? Do you start with a character and then think in your head that's how you're going to do it, or do you start from the background and move forward?
I start with the character. I start from forward and then work my way backwards. So like the character
So
first.
almost opposite than Black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, like I'll start with the color of the person, and then work my way in the background, and then add like little details. Like what else could I add? A stack of vinyls here, or like just a neon sign here. And what's it called? Same with the color too. I'll start with the highlights, and then from lightest to darkest.
So your images are almost growing while you draw.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel very organic when I draw.
I love that. It's a very beautiful way to look at your art.
Oh, thank you. And then like for instance, like these ones here, they're now. God, this is so hard.
You're okay.
They're now turned into stickers.
Super cool.
Available very soon also.
Do you like work on First Friday or do anything like that?
I have not done First Friday yet, so I would like to. Yeah, I just haven't.
I definitely can't wait till you guys have an event down here. I'm excited for that day.
Let's see.
That's the day.
So here's some finished pieces. So, I got this here.
That's cool. I like that. That makes me think of some like GTA, like.
Oh damn! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's what I think of. Like a badass GTA chick. Like she's like, "What's up? I'm gonna rob your car."
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
didn't even think about that.
That's funny.
There's that one. And then let's see, like I have like this one's some homebody like scene here. Yeah, mine's more of a. I don't know what it like.
They're distinct settings, like they're
Yeah.
people in.
They remind me of like certain movie scenes too. Like that one almost reminds me of Hostel. When she cuts the lady up.
Huh. I don't think I've seen that one or heard of it.
But it's sick. I like that's cool.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, she's got the she's ready to go.
She's
She's just
ready
thinking
to
about
go.
it. Well, she's like contemplating. She's like, should I just keep drinking or should I just go do something?
It must have been a hectic night. I like this one as well.
Nice. Do you draw these like in your room by yourself or like with friends or?
I used to draw with friends, but now I just mostly draw at home. Just by myself. Or like sometimes I'll do like once in a while like comic strips. Just one pagers. Like I don't think I'll be able to do like a book or anything like that.
Yeah, but your art is very nice.
Well, thank you. And I got this one.
That's right.
Yeah, it definitely feels like you could almost take someone else's thoughts and turn them into imagery. and I like that.
I try to like they don't show a lot of emotions, but I try to convey something with like their surroundings, and I would hear people get some sort of feel out of it. So I like hearing that.
I've definitely felt with everything, so
Thanks.
look at the little.
This is a print. Also will be available on the weekend too.
That's dope. I like that one. How much do you charge for your prints?
So these ones I'm gonna put them at 15.
Super sick. That makes me think of what is that called? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
You are like the 5th person that said that. Was awesome. I'm happy.
And it's a chick too, which is like different.
Yeah. No, I noticed a lot of women, a lot of tattoos, a lot of smoking pot. Hell yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I work as a cloner at a cultivation, so that's pretty much all my life.
Nice.
Oh, that's what's up. What got you into that, if you don't mind me asking? Did you grow up with cannabis in your life?
No, actually, my family was super against it, and I didn't start smoking until like I was 21.
Okay.
So I was very late into smoking, but once I started, I really enjoyed. Apart from smoking, but also was fascinated by all kinds of different strains, how they grow them, the terpenes, and I luckily got the chance to work at a cultivation and just kind of work my way up as a cloner now. Been working almost 4 years now.
As being an artist, is there any terpenes that you feel benefit you for creativity?
Myrcene.
Okay.
I don't like it when I feel like I'm overthinking too much.
Okay. You like to feel more at ease
Yeah,
and free.
so I avoid the limonene, and like when I get more of a full-on body high, that's when I don't know, just kind of like drift and like dream about all kinds of stuff.
Do you ever take edibles or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I used to would just eat a whole bag and then just kind of wish myself luck. But now I just once in a while, like I think I took not so long ago a macaron, and it was really delicious.
Have you ever done any like CBD to experiment with that to see if that helps you be more creative?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have CBD teas, and
Okay.
I love the relaxing sensation from it too. I love drinking tea a lot, so like that's helpful.
Nice. So I've noticed a lot of this is drawings. Do you use canvas at home, or
I can, but I don't.
you don't?
No,
you
I
don't
mostly
choose
just
to?
do a lot of ribs BFK paper. It's very thick,
Okay.
and like it could just hold the weight of like paint and like other materials.
Nice. Is there any brands that you suggest using or that you prefer?
Let's see. Oh, there's a lot. Like the gouache painting, I forgot the name, but it's like a Japanese brand and very common in Eblix. Most of my art supplies I get them at Eblix, so I get that. I get this watercolor called Core, QOR, and that's a beautiful little watercolor palette. And it's very rich, very pigmented. I like that one. I like Copic markers. I like, what else do I like? I like Caran de Arc. I can't even pronounce it, but it's some weird name like that. Color pencils. Compared to Prismacolor has like this oily shine that I personally don't like. So the other one, Caran de Arc, I hope I'm saying that right, has a very creamy matte color, and
Okay.
I like that the most.
That's awesome. Is there anywhere that you want to see your art grow into, or that you hope that you can achieve with your art?
Truthfully, no. At first, when I started like my website and started to promote more of my work on social media, I was trying to go for like trying to be like a freelance artist that would get a lot of like commissions coming in and like a lot of audience, as well as a lot of people buying my work. But after some time, like I felt like I was like looking validation too much, and I just kind of took it easy and like thought like, well, if people buy it, that's nice to me. That I appreciate that someone likes it. But if not, like I'm fully happy just like creating like my own art and just putting it out there.
And that makes you feel more free.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right, well, I really like talking to you today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think.
Last thing, any shouts outs, any plugs up?
Move. Shout out to Saeed.
I love his art.
He's an
so
amazing
unique.
artist.
Yeah.
You're awesome, and without you inviting me here, I wouldn't have been here at all. So thank you.